Hello there everyone, welcome back. Sorry, it's been just over a week again since the last one, but we are back with some more Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign. The lovely thing that it is. I actually can't hear my game for some reason. Why is that? I will sort that out, give me 2 seconds. Right. To recap, last time we escaped Rebel custody, watched the second Death Star blow up on Endor, had a small skirmish in its wreckage, blew up a space station after another small space battle, murdered a ton of bugs in and around Emperor's secret observatory as Luke, and we were deployed to Vardos to rescue Protectorate Gleb before we blow up the whole thing. Correct. That is absolutely spot on. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, really. Wowee. Roman, good to see you. Loggy, Marky Warky, Mr. Brian, pleasure. Aston, good to see you. How's it going? Right, give me 2 seconds while I figure out what's going on with my headset and why I can't hear game audio. I think I might know. That's why. The optical cable was not plugged into my base station. Now it is. Oh, that's better. Right. Disappointed the Hunters are shutting down. I know. I still am, and I'm going to be for a very long time. You know, it's one of those things, unfortunately, you just can't change. And I'm actually doing a video. I started it today. Basically just talking about the curse that is Star Wars mobile gaming. Yeah, pretty unfortunate. Like the story of Star Wars mobile games is really rough, and I've got a video next week about that. Yeah, what's the difference of a strategy game in an RTS game? Well, strategy as a genre is very broad, because you've got RTS, which is real-time strategy, but then you've got other things like turn-based tactics, which is what this bit reactor game is going to be. So, yeah. Pretty big differences. That's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. Never mind. Did you hear the next Fortnite season is going to be, which is going to be the whole of May, is going to be Star Wars themed? Yeah, yes, I did hear that there is going to be a Star Wars Fortnite mini season. So I will definitely be making some content on that. I'll probably be streaming it quite a bit. Yeah, should be good. Should be very good. Clone Clips, hello there, how's it going? And yes, Roman, yeah, I saw. So yeah, the Bit Reactor Star Wars game actually did get a leak yesterday. I'm not going to make any content on it, because I like normally I would, right? Normally I would talk about leaks all the time, but yeah, I kind of don't want to go into this brand new game, because you know it's one of those things, right? As a creator, like if you talk about leaks and you show them off and everything, you spread them around, that obviously doesn't look favorable upon you, especially to the brands that are making the game. So like if I started talking and sharing about all the leaks and things like that, and EA saw that, then it wouldn't be very good. And as a member of the EA Creator Network, I don't really want to be, you know, pushing it like that, really. And also, I want to get as many opportunities as I can, as well, as a creator, for these different Star Wars games. We didn't really get any with Star Wars Hunters, unfortunately. But, you know, this Bit Reactor game is a new game, and opportunities might be present, so we'll see. SV, good to see you. How's it going? Tom, good to see you as well. Planning on getting a new PC for May. Is an AMD GPU or NVIDIA GPU better? And Intel or AMD? AMD is cheaper than NVIDIA. It is like the thing. I mean, I'm not like a big PC expert. Like the way I've always known it as is AMD is cheaper, and Nvidia and Intel are like deemed as like the top dogs, but I wouldn't really know too much, to be honest. If you're on a budget, then like AMD might be the way to go. Amazon Essentials GPU, yeah, boy. Yeah, like my my work laptop is AMD, and it's like absolutely fine. Not no issues whatsoever. Can't complain. My PC is Nvidia, again, can't complain. No issues. I mean, the thing is, it's kind of, it's almost one of those things. A GPU is a GPU. Like, you don't need to get top of the range unless you're doing something absurd. So, yeah. Could you tell me about your laptop and PC specs? I couldn't do laptop because it's in another room, and I can't remember. PC. Give me 2 seconds. So I've got an 11th gen Intel i7 processor, 16 gig RAM. An Nvidia GeForce RTX 3060. There you go. Let me just check that. And then I've got a 512 gig SSD and a 1 terabyte hard drive as well, which I need to clear up some space. Hooey. Right. Anyway, let's get into some of the campaign, shall we? That's why we're here. So yeah, last time out we got to Vardos. We did 4 missions. What did we do? We infiltrated a rebel ship and escaped from it. We went on to Endor and fought some rebels, watched the second Death Star blow up. We got some satellites from Fondor shipyards for Operation Cinder, whilst also blowing up. Hey, Charlie, thank you very much, my dude. The Nuggy. What a legend. There you go. What was I saying? Yes, we blew up a rebel ship as well. And then we went to Pilio as Luke Skywalker and helped Del Meeko. And yeah, it was pretty fun. But the storm, we are now on Vardos itself as the mighty Inferno. So here we go. Oh, what did I do? Oh, it gets rid of that. Right, okay. Well, yeah, I'd prefer a thermal detonator. Ooh, I could play with all the weapons. I'll stick with the E11. Right. Let's go. Now you have the vid coming up, but do you know what mobile games are currently playable? Commander Force Arena Rivals, Rebel Recon, Galactic Defense, Starfighter Mission Assault, blah blah blah. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, the only Star Wars mobile games playable are Galaxy of Heroes, obviously. Lego Star Wars Castaways, Lego Star Wars Battles, and I think that's it. There is like the Tops card, like Star Wars card trading game, as well. But in terms of like more traditional sort of like games, not card trading game, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just those 3. But Castaways and Lego Star Wars Battles are Apple Arcade only, so you need to have presumably a Mac, but iPad or iPhone to play that. And Castaways and Battles don't get content anymore. So Castaways is recycling all of their seasonal content. Battles just doesn't get anything new anymore. Dell's a good boy. Recently got platinum on Battlefront 2. Hell yeah, it's been nice.
These are our people. This is an imperial world, a place we're supposed to protect.
Yeah, it's a shame with mobile games because like Star Wars Commander was just Clash of Clans, but Star Wars, awesome, and did, to be fair to it, stay around for a while. I thought it was less time than it was, but Star Wars Commander released in 2014 and got shut down in early 2020, I think. So it was around for a good 5 to 6 years. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Like it had a decent run, but it's like it's one of those things that could so easily have stuck around and got loads of new content. Where is this? This is Vardos. It's a very cool planet. I'm really surprised we didn't get a map for this planet in the multiplayer, honestly. I feel like a multiplayer map in this like planet would have just been unreal.
This just never gets old.
Never gets old. Wait, is that on Twitch? Oh, Charlie, you devil. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you. How's it going? You having a good weekend so far? Can't shoot the troopers. Why so slow? There's no sprint. No, you're just walking at the moment.
She crafts loyal, capable troopers.
Like Ida. Like me.
The people of Vardos are loyal to the Empire. Why should they be left to suffer?
This is all for the greater good, Commander.
Greater good. The
None of this
greater
looks good to
good.
me. Vardos was our home.
Just chucking money at you say that. Well, it's much appreciated, my friend. It very much is. And yes, you're right. Star Wars gaming is looking a bit bleak at the moment. Well, it's interesting you say that, because actually,
Don't forget the chain of
like,
command, Agent.
obviously, it's very disappointing. I'll carry on after this.
It is about time. I converse you. The Admiral sent you. I knew I was important, but to risk his own daughter's life.
Target acquired. Get a move on, Gleb.
She is giving me orders now. Precious.
Whoa.
It's with me. The others will stay here. They are not important. Come.
Oh my lord. Not important. Right, so they're just gonna die.
Commander. We have a ship on landing bay 2. You'll be safe there. Go. Go now. Go. Whoa. What are you doing? No, stop. Stop. This is not our mission.
Stand down.
Hask is a dick.
It's okay, we'll get you off.
My god.
No. Don't you?
I am your commander. Stand.
Whew. Wow, sorry, that might have been really loud.
Our orders are clear. We are to recover the Protectorate Gleb
Ow.
alone.
Things have changed. Look around you, man. Do you even recognize the Empire anymore?
Please don't do this.
The Empire's job is to save civilians from things like Operation Cinder.
Operation Cinder is bad.
New Empire.
If this is the new Empire, I want no part of it.
Tell me, Ko. What are you saying?
I'm taking the orders of my commanding officer.
Are these your orders? Are these your orders? Because if they are, this is treason.
Ooh, treason. Well, I'm here. Happy 6-year friend anniversary, you old fool. It's mad that it's been 6 years, man. It's crazy. It's a long time.
Then I have mine.
Lower your weapon.
Defiance will be the death of him.
Oh, man. It's crazy that, like, this is,
Commander Versio.
like, already, you know,
Abandon the mission they've
before mission, this is the 5th mission, and they've already abandoned the Empire. It's a shame. It's a great story, but,
Understood.
yeah.
Return Gleb to me. That is your mission. I will take care of the traitors.
There we go. You like Iden, she won't leave you behind. No, that she won't.
There's a passageway on the other side of the
What was I
plaza.
saying before
That's
when
our
I was
way
like,
out.
oh yeah, I'll
I'm with you.
carry on.
Commander.
Oh, I think
Hold your
I was
fire.
talking about like
If they
Commander
spot
and
us, we're in
stuff,
trouble.
but Commander went on for a while. Force Arena was really good, and didn't last long.
We're too exposed. We need to get out of the open.
Oh shit.
Blast it. Open fire.
Sorry, I just said a naughty word. I didn't think we were that. I didn't think they'd got us already. Honestly, I forgot there was no combat roll.
Slice that.
What was I saying? Yeah, like just all the thing is, all of the great Star Wars mobile games that have released have all been shut down. It's really annoying, and like a lot of them just in no time at all.
Nothing about that
It's
felt good.
unfortunate. A friend and I were talking a few nights ago about the potential content of Battlefront 2. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like there is so much
Into the passageway.
content potential for this game.
Keep it together, Agent Miko.
And because it focuses on every single era, like you can just add content from any point, and it would be like great, you know. And that's what I want from this new bit reactor game. Is like, you know, if it has like Battlefront, you know, if it has a single player campaign set in a focused era, then fine. But if it can, but you know, if it can have like a multiplayer that is having content from all periods of time, then that would be amazing. And you know, could last a very long time from a content perspective. You know, that's what we need. Like, Star Wars fans need a game that's actually going to last, you know, several years. You know, several year content support, or you know, like 5+ years. You know, so many games these days have long lifespans. Like Rainbow Six Siege is now on its 10th year and is growing into, you know, sort of forming into something else, you know. Can I shock him? No. They didn't even know. Hell yeah. Love that. Love a bit of stealth.
Escaping ships. We're not the only ones searching for safety.
Remember being disappointed not being the Empire for so long. Yeah, it is a shame because like it's like, oh, it's an Imperial story, and it's just like, well, like it is, but it isn't.
Need to disable.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Don't think they heard anything.
Need a slice.
Apparently Rainbow Six come to mobile as well. I think I heard that actually, yeah.
Walkers deploy troopers in this area. Maintain cover.
But even then, like, I mean, mobile gaming is just a weird thing, right? Because like Battlefield were doing a mobile game, and then that got shut down before it even released. Apex Legends was going to have a mobile game, and that got shut down very quickly. You know, it's just, I think that was still in soft launch or something. Just a bit weird. Like, people just don't. The thing is, I think the thing with mobile games is sometimes people try and take the platform too seriously, and so they invest lots of money into making like really serious games, but actually what you need is like hyper casual a lot of the time with mobile games. That's where like a lot of the money's made. And that shouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, and that's not to say they shouldn't do like more serious games. Like COD Mobile is very successful as far as I'm aware. Oh, whoa, okay. Hunters, if they actually marketed the game properly, could have been successful. But we'll never know. So, yeah. Is there any news about that Bit Reactor Respawn game? Nothing at the moment, SV. I mean, you saw that post in the Discord server about the leaks, but I'm not going to talk about them too much. I won't make a video about them, at least. Yeet. Headshot. Going back to Star Wars gaming looking a bit bleak at the moment, though. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's a bit of a strange one because actually, these next few months are going to actually be really busy for Star Wars games. Sure, we don't have anything released with content support at the moment, but we had a brand new like mixed reality game announced the other day and will be playable at Celebration and likely release either late this year or some point next year. The next Star Wars Outlaws DLC will release within the next 2 months, most likely. We've got, I mean, Star Wars Hunters content update, the final one, which obviously is sad, but that's something. The Bit Reactor game is being properly revealed and will, I imagine, release later this year as well. So, Yeah. If I did not care about the price, which I do, which has better quality NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel AMD. I mean, my preference would be NVIDIA. If you want like overall quality, go like NVIDIA Intel route. But yeah, I'd say if you got an AMD GPU, maybe get an AMD CPU as well. Just because I feel like that makes the most sense. Like that would be a logical thing to do.
I can't believe how far the Admiral is willing to go.
Trying to kill his own daughter.
Orders aren't good enough.
Neither were ours. We need to get the civilians off Vardos.
Then what?
ATST. Get him. Second breakfast. Good to see you doing well. Oh, I just completely missed. Not a lot of health. It's nice to see. Battlefront seems fun. It is fun. Yeah, it's really good. I'd recommend it. I mean, like when it was getting its content like support every month, like it was absolutely insane. Like it was a great time to be a Star Wars like gamer. It's been a pretty rough few years, though, I will say. Like Star Wars Squadrons not getting content support for very long was really disappointing. Because that had a lot of potential. It was niche, but it had so much potential. How was an ATS, like an AT-AT blast, not destroying it in one shot? Never mind. Hey, Kylo Ren, good to see you. How's it going? But yeah, I made a list of all the Star Wars gaming things happening shortly. I'll pick it up. I mean, I think I've already mentioned all of them, but just to double check.
The main targeting dish. If we destroy it, it will disable every turret in the sector.
Oh yeah, get it.
I'll get us to the Corvus.
Will this do damage to it? Very little. That's probably splash damage. Pew, pew. There we go. Alright, well, it didn't disable that turret then, did it? There we go.
Weapons in this sector are disabled.
Get to the Corvus.
Reach the Corvus.
I'm bringing us
Brian, hello over on Twitch. So you're just doing the whole Overwatch 2 thing, where it's the same game, just like 2 new features. I thought it was just an update in all honesty, but no, it's a brand new game in a way. Is it, well, but so it's still the same, like, download though, right? Like, it is basically just an update in a way, but, right?
AT-AT on the left.
Should I get 40 series or 50 series?
almost out of
Well, I mean, 50 series would obviously be better and longer lasting, like more future proofing. But it depends on how much you're willing to spend. You know? I love how I'm going to take out this AT-AT in like 5 hits.
nowhere else to go.
And it's going to take about 100 from it for to take me down. That is... If that's not plot armor, I don't know what is. Bro, how are you still alive? Here we go. Bloody hell. Alec DeLorean, hello. Good to see you. How's it going? And which Intel core? Again, like the higher the number, the better, basically. So again, it depends on how much you're willing to spend on said PC. Oh, I didn't bring my water in. Oops. What is the highest? i9's the highest, I think, at the moment. So you want like i9 and then like... I mean, if you want, you know, top of the range, then you want like the highest number, so i9 with the late, you know, the highest number generation. So it could be like, I don't actually know what the latest one is, but it might be like 13th generation i9, for example. But don't take my word on all that, because oh wait, they're the crew. I need some water. I've also decided that I'm not going to upload the like the stream replays as videos and stuff, because I did the first 2 missions of the Battlefront 2 campaign, and they, like, the first one was on like 60 views after 2 days. The second one was only on like 30 after a whole day or something, which is just not worth my time whatsoever. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother, because it, you know, it does take a decent amount of time to, you know, I have to download the stream, cut it up, do a thumbnail, all that. Like, all in all, you know, it's a good sort of 45 minutes per episode, basically, and I don't really have the time to keep doing that for every single mission of Battlefront, and then want to do that for Squadrons and Outlaws and stuff. So, yeah, the streams will just remain as the main source. So if you do want to ever rewatch stuff, then, you know, like Battlefront 2 campaign playthroughs and things like that, then, you know, these streams will always be around. So dead.
That was an axe shield.
Oh, yeah, it's because I shot. Oh, well, I got my health back. That's the main thing. Oh snap! Thing is, that could easily happen to the Corvus at any time. Just saying. Get him in the head. For the Corvus. Oh, I will. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my god. Imagine if I died there, that would have been rough. Go, Del, go. I'm just standing there with no cover, just like beep, beep, beep. What brand is your PC laptop? The laptop is Asus, like the Ultimate Force branding, and then PC. I don't know what the branding is. I think it's just a Dell PC.
Agent Husk reporting. Mission accomplished, sir.
Good lad. Then there was one.
Congratulations, Commander.
Tastes like promotion.
So,
What a sight.
we're not completely alone.
2 year and 70
Some
days, not
workers stayed
long
with us.
to wait. No, not long at all.
Protected the refugees against those who wouldn't.
How are they?
Shaken,
Not stirred.
confused, but safe.
ID10's a good boy now.
Just want to know what's next.
That's like me with Star Wars games.
Who?
Hunters gets cancelled. I
The
just want to
rebels.
know what's next. We now
Just
know.
gonna toss us in Sunspot prison before we can even say a word.
That's why I think you should just take the Corvus and go. Leave me a TIE fighter. I'll set off a distress call. Wait for the rebels to find me.
They can't
You
leave
really
each
think
other.
I'm gonna let you just float out here alone? Hell. We're Infernal Squad. You and
Not
me.
this Hask chap. Get a room. Shriv! My boy.
This is Iden Versio of the Imperial Raider Corvus, sending a general distress call to the Rebel Alliance. We surrender.
It's a trap.
Contact the General now.
Lando. Look at
So you thought it was
him.
a trap? What brought them on board anyway?
You're always telling me to take risks. Seemed like the most irresponsible thing I could do.
Do like Shriv.
Boy.
I do like what this game's like campaign gave us though. Like the iconic characters of the original trilogy. We've got just like more content with them,
You must be
which is
the
really cool.
Imperial defectors I've heard so much about.
General,
I
we've
see
already told
007
your people
reference. Yeah,
everything we
boy.
know.
Let's take a walk.
Okay.
Take a walk. Are you still walking? Okay.
What is this?
Give me a sec. I'm just gonna grab my water because I've left it somewhere, not here. So I'll be back in 2 ticks. Yeah, here we go. Right, let me catch up on a few thingos. Do you think we'll get all the cosmetics for free? I think it's definitely possible. Yeah, I don't see why not. Like, based on the whole situation with, I mean, it's like their wording for me that I'm like, okay, yeah, that's like very, what's it? It just feels, they're getting rid of microtransactions, so they might as well just let us all have every single content for free. So, yeah, fingers crossed. It'd be a nice way to like finish things off, but yeah. The thing is, I'm very likely not going to be playing any hunters until 2-year releases, and then I'll make content most likely when I'm back from Japan, but I might be able to do a few things whilst I'm there. And then, yeah, it's just a bit disappointing. I'm not going to play much after 2-year either, realistically. And then, like, before it goes offline, I'll do like one last stream, I think, and then yeah, should be good. Last night I went on a brainstorming spree on some stories I want to work on. I'm so excited for all this. Just need to write it, lol. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. I have no idea what country Asus is from, I'll be honest. Let's have a look. Asus. Taiwanese. There you go. I did not know that. That's very cool. Right, I'll probably delete it after a few weeks into season 6. Fair enough. Yeah, no point in playing. No, I get that. Yeah, I will wait. I'll keep it on my phone just in case I ever do want to go back on it. Just for a bit, just to have a look and stuff, and like keep it on whilst I can, and then when it's no longer playable, that will obviously be very depressing. But you know.
Strip thinks you're Imperial spies.
What do you think?
I think you're scared. Running for your
That is
life.
true. Taiwan number 1. Yes, sir.
Listen,
This is very
you gave
cool.
us good intel on Operation Cinder.
It's kind of mad that we never actually got the inside of a Star Destroyer and
You're letting us leave?
like MC-80,
That's right, stop it.
because like we literally have interiors from the campaign that they could have just reused tons of assets. It's actually pronounced Asus.
We just got word that Operation Cinder.
I don't think anyone's going to be calling it that anytime soon, I'll be honest. Fair enough though, I will keep that in mind.
You're wrong. The Empire's changing, and so are its tactics.
If that's the case, why not come with us? Help save Naboo.
But yeah, what was I saying? I sent this to a few of the gang
You can leave right now.
regarding future Star Wars content, because like it is going to be a busy few months. So
What can I say?
where did I say?
I'm a big believer in second
There we go.
chances.
Yeah. So Bit Reactor game reveal at Celebration, Beyond Victory, which is the new mixed reality game, Fortnite mini season, Hunter Time constant update, Outlaws DLC.
Should
Yeah.
be easy for
I think I
special
covered it earlier.
forces.
What's the alternative,
So, what's it going to be?
Jump in an X-Wing and blow some things up. Hell yeah. Hunters was pretty much doomed from day one, in my opinion. Yeah, it pretty much was. And again, it's just, you know, an incompetency of marketing, you know. Simple.
Lando, your timing couldn't be better. This is Princess Leia Organa. Form up on my position.
Lando, protect the princess. We'll destroy those Cinder satellites.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Just know if either of you tries something, I'll shoot you down myself.
You really think you could?
They don't call me Danger Leader for nothing.
I'm seeing a heat signature.
This is actually from the comics as well, like this whole Operation Cinder stuff.
Then that's where we focus our firepower.
Oh, look at this. Boomski. Off it goes. Did I get it? Sounded good. There we go. It's insane how big the Battlefront 2 maps are compared to Vesparo, probably 100 times bigger. Probably, but, you know, again, they're played for different things, you know. Battlefront 2 multiplayer is 20 versus 20, and they progress throughout a map. If you have a look at, like, an escort map from Star Wars Hunters, they was, like, sizable. I mean, they were very thin. But, yeah, I mean, again, it's not really the same, but... It was just, you know, very different situations we found, you know, those games were in, so...
Nice shot, Commander. Hey! She's not a commander in my unit.
She's always my commander. Yeah, the thing is, the whole soft launch situation didn't help. Zynga not having a clue how to market a game didn't help. Yeah, like, the thing is, they sponsored a bunch of creators early on, like, literally, like, for the launch of the game. They spent God knows how much money on 3 murals in 3 different cities across the world to market the game. They also paid cosplayers to cosplay some of the characters as well. But it's like, none of that did anything. I mean, the content... Oh, they also sponsored some big Twitch streamer as well, like with some codes for, you know, in-game sort of skins and giveaways kind of stuff. But, again, didn't really do anything. Because the problem is, like, well... Paying people to cosplay and doing all that stuff, that's great. Like, it wasn't a bad thing to see that. It just didn't. I just think mostly and again, the mural stuff was really cool, but I just think they got it all wrong. They didn't really push too hard. They probably spent too much of the budget on the murals, I think, you know, and people just didn't know about it. Like, paying fairly small cosplay creators and putting murals in, you know, 3 major cities in the world, but in, like, backstreet alleyways is not the way to go, really. It's just very frustrating. And, like, but also, you know, they had trailer content for the game, which is great, but it was really inconsistent, and they didn't have any social media presence whatsoever, really. It was all just a giant mess from the beginning, really. I'll probably, like, make a video towards when, like, around the time Hunters goes offline. I'm genuinely thinking of making a video titled "The Successful Failure of Star Wars Hunters," and just talking about how well they screwed up. So yeah, I will forever be salty. Like, I'm not, like, you know, I'm disappointed that Battlefront 2 stopped getting content, but we actually had a lifespan with this game. Like, it actually got content for a couple of years, and, you know, there was, like, a valid, you know, like, a proper reason to shut it down in a way, in that, you know, 2.5 years of content was probably longer than any Battlefield game they've done in terms of content support, and they wanted to focus on the new Battlefield and the future of that franchise because it was in a bit of a sticky situation, which obviously they kind of screwed up with 2042 a bit. But yeah, like that was actually, you know, there's a lot more understanding, whereas, you know, soft launching a game for 2.5 years to then release it and then, you know, say you're going to release it on PC and then shut it down a couple months later, like, yeah, it's absolutely absurd. Baffling behavior. But there we go. A successful failure. Yeah, pretty much. I know Scorpions was a limited time game, but man, I'd love. Oh, I'd love for that hype to come back. Yeah, the hype for Scorpions was so fun though. Yeah, I remember that so well. It was really cool. Because the thing with that, like they did the sort of cinematic reveal, then they had a gameplay reveal like the next month. They then had a CGI short, and also yeah, it was like a proper multiplayer. You know, it was like we just had Battlefront 2 shut down content support, like no longer get content support, but like we then had a new multiplayer game on the horizon that was like a really focused experience on starfighter combat and stuff, which is just a really cool idea, and it was such a passion. You could tell it was such a passion project. It really deserved more, to be honest. Like it outsold EA's expectations as well, which like is part of why it also makes it quite sad that it didn't get more support than it should have. But you have to protect these Y-wings for a long ass time. I'm only like a third. I've got like a third of the way to go, or I'm 2/3 of the way there. I don't really know. I feel like I must be doing something wrong here. Just the fact that it's taking so long. But can I help with this? That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Do you think Star Wars will fade into obscurity if Disney doesn't switch up their acts? Nah. Thing is, you're saying like, you know, if Disney don't switch up their act, but like, you know, the sequel trilogy was. I love how it was taking so long. I was complaining about it taking so long, and now I've got to start all that again. What a joke. But you know, the sequel trilogy, yeah, okay. A lot of people didn't like it, but it was hugely successful. Rogue One did alright. Solo didn't do great, and that was a marketing failure. A bit like Star Wars Hunters in a way. You know, from gaming perspective, they've done some great games. TV, like The Mandalorian, has been incredibly successful. The Book of Boba Fett was actually very successful. Ahsoka. I think, you know, Kenobi was, I think, generally liked. You know, they've done a really good job with comics and novels as well, as far as I can tell. Like, I understand there's a lot of stuff online that suggests that Disney are, you know, massacring the franchise, but I don't really feel like, you know, it is that way. I mean, like the Acolyte, I think generally speaking, actually did okay. Like it didn't do anything crazy, but like it was alright for them. But there was obviously just that big hate online for it. Skeleton Crew didn't do hugely well, as far as I'm aware. Like I think it did okay, but nothing crazy. Like it did worse than the Acolyte in terms of numbers, like, you know, viewership numbers on Disney Plus. But as a show, it was actually, you know, very good and very well received. So yeah, I mean, I think it really depends on how much you listen to the stuff online, really. Because like, is it really in a situation? Not really. might start helping to do this. How do planes fly in Star Wars? There's no air in space. I'm not an expert. But just because there's no air in space doesn't mean a plane can't fly. Like there's no air in space, and yet, you know, SpaceX send Dragon ships up there all the time. They've got little thrusters that, you know, prepare gas and to move them around and things. These engines provide thrust, which will allow for that sort of stuff to still happen, you know. Great. If I just helped with that the first time, I would have been done so much quicker. Wish I knew that sooner. The hate for Acolyte drove me over the edge with Star Wars. Oof. It's rough. As like, well, drove you over the edge in what sense? Like, you're like sort of done with the franchise for a bit because the hate from the community was just really weird, or
Looking at the same burning star destroyer?
Imperial protocol is to jump away to a safe location. Those ships are headed straight for feed. They're gonna attack the city.
Everyone get to feed as quickly as you can. We may have the means to stop this.
Leia. Guess we'll see what they announce at Celebration, but I feel like the lack of Celebration last year shows they're slowing down on the content.
Danger leader.
Absolutely not.
To do. Anyone know your way around the
Celebration's never been an annual thing. Like, yeah, that's not ever how it's worked.
Something we can use to stop the Empire.
There was Celebration in 2022 and 2023 because the Celebration 2022 was Celebration 2020.
Split up. Repair the rings. When you're done, regroup at the palace.
Got it.
Yeah. Got it.
Naboo.
What are we acting?
Something that'll stop the Empire. What's your name, soldier?
Right, let me catch up on some comments before I get into this too much. Imagine Squadrons, but with Clone Wars era starfighters. Dude, that would have been so good, yeah. But that's what I want. Like, if they do, I really want Star Wars Squadrons 2, and that they have a sequel trilogy focused campaign where you play as Vanguard Squadron during the sequel trilogy. I think that would be really cool. And then have sequels, original trilogy, and Clone Wars era, like, ships. You could even go into the High Republic and have Jedi / New Republic versus the Nile. So you have like a variety of crazy Nile ships versus like Jedi vectors and so on. That'd be really cool. Not to be rude, but could we talk about something positive? Like how just yesterday I watched Battlefront 2 gameplay and discovered how good it is. You could try and find a match in Supremacy eventually. You can, yeah, I mean, there are definitely some good things. Like Star Wars Battlefront 2, you know, ended content 5 years ago. Almost, well, I think April 28th or something was the final content update for this game. You know, so they did pretty, you know, and it's still very popular to this day, you know, which is really nice to see. And that's also why they absolutely should do a Battlefront 3, because, you know, should be easy, mate.
Get to work. We'll cover your back.
Yes, Mom.
You know, yeah, the player numbers are so strong still that, like, for a 5-year-old game, it's crazy. Like, they should absolutely do this. But then it's also a shame that Hunters didn't come to PC and other consoles eventually, because it could have been very popular, you know. I'd wet my pants if Battlefront 3 was announced. Yeah, that's like, if Battlefront 3 was announced, I'd like be gobsmacked. I mean, I really want this bit reactor game to be like multi-era and stuff like that. I mean, like looking at whilst I won't post, I won't get the images up of the leaks, but like there are some leaked images from the game, and it suggests that it might utilize like potentially multiple eras. because like if it does, that would be amazing. You know, even if that's just the like if there is multiplayer for the game, which it's not obvious if there is or not, but you can sort of create squads of, you know, a bit like Galaxy of Heroes in a way that you can create squads of multiple eraed characters and stuff like that. And they all have like different roles, unique abilities, and sort of things like that. That'd just be so cool. Yeah, Battlefront 3. Yeah, Battlefront 3 would be like insane if they just did Battlefront 2, but with more content. Like, people would just love that.
Keep them off me.
Don't be so rude, Del. What about Star Wars Bounty Hunter? Wait, what about Star Wars Bounty Hunter multiplayer co-op game? Could you describe that a little bit more? Oh, he's not here anymore. Where'd Del Boy go?
Excuse me.
Oh, he's there. Nothing.
Good work. On to the next one.
Battlefront 2 mods popping off on PC as well. Hype servers really help add more content to the game. Yeah, that's true. I need to have a look at that at some point, but like from a content, like I was thinking after Battlefront 2, Hunters got like announced to be shutting down. I was thinking of maybe making Battlefront 2 mods like a big content focus, but because the Bit Reactor then game was revealed to be happening at Celebration, plus this new Beyond Victory mixed reality game, it's like, well, actually, I've got enough that I might be able to focus on now. So, yeah. How about a Star Wars Bounty Hunter co-op game? What? So a bit like. So, because there's obviously the original Star Wars Bounty Hunter game where you play as Jango Fett, you basically saying like that, but there's, you know, you play a bit like how the Haze-like games. It's 2-player like campaign basically. Are you thinking that'd be players like Bounty Hunters? That'd be pretty cool. I feel like Haze-like would never do a Star Wars game, but imagine if they actually did. I've never played one of them, but I just think like a Haze-like sort of Star Wars game would be pretty cool if they did something.
Bad news. We're pinned down by a scout walker.
Oh
We can't make
dear.
it back to your position. Keep them busy and stay alive. You'll be safe once we set off the ion pulse.
Copy that, Princess.
Yeah, I'll go over the Celebration. Like, as Star Wars are not slowing down on content whatsoever. Like, I think TV will slow down a little bit, but that might be because they're investing a lot more into films again. You know, like we had a period of 2015 to 2019, they released 5 films. 2019 to 2024, they released a ton of TV. And well, 2025 as well, actually, with Andor Season 2 coming. Like, they've invested a lot into TV where they've not released any films in that time. But like now it seems like they're sort of going a bit heavily on films now. I mean, there's so many films in development right now. I'll have a read through all of them at the moment. I'll do the Celebration list first, and then I'll do. Bloody hell, Del, focus on that. Do your bloody work, mates. Boom. Oh, hello. How good. Star Wars 1313 when? Imagine. Someday. If we get a game like 1313 at some point, that'd be pretty cool.
Nice. We're done here.
You just see how well the Mando movie will be received.
Great. Everyone to the palace. Dell's going to get inside and detonate an ion pulse.
Excuse me?
Do you mean, are you a fan of how they did Mando Season 3? Oh, were a fan? Or, like, was I a fan of it? I mean, I enjoyed Mando Season 3. I mean, I think the thing is, a lot of people really enjoyed The Mandalorian because of like how sort of, I guess, focused and things that it was on like the bounty hunting side of it initially. And almost I think how like sort of small scale it was, not being some big overarching thing. But for me personally, I really liked what they did with season 3 because of just like the Mandalorian culture and like the increasing use of its lore and how it connects to other things. Like, yeah, I liked what they did. You know, seeing them reclaim Mandalore, seeing a mythosaur, like that's insane to me. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Yeah, SV is a big hater of Mando season 3. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes though with the Mando film because, like, you know, it's going to be one of those things where, you know, you had Mando season 1 and 2, but then a lot of people didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett, so they watched Mando season 3 and Grogu was back, and they were like, wait, what the hell? What's going on here? So then they're like confused with that, but then with the Mando film, they're like, a lot of people might go into it having not watched any of the like Mandalorian series so far, and they're just gonna be like, oh well, who the heck's this Yoda-like kid and whatnot. I mean, I think everyone in the world knows about the Mandalorian and Grogu now, in all fairness, so I don't think it's going to be too big of a shock for people, but yeah.
How's it going in there?
Working on it. The security protocols are surprisingly complex and outdated.
You'll buy the time. It won't be much.
Don't worry, Princess. It'll be enough.
Hello. Protect. Oh, get him! Get him! Get him! Oh, Mac. It's quite cool how, like, you know, Padme many years before this defended her home, and now Leia's doing the same, you know, protecting her mother's home. Yes, it's very sweet.
Princess, the pulse is almost ready.
Good, because we're
Get
running out
that
of places to
EMP
take cover.
done, Del.
Del, now would be a very good time.
I'm ready, Your Highness. We've got too many troopers on our position.
Thing is, oh no, to be fair, they probably would have implemented this as a result of episode 1.
Get inside the
I
palace.
would imagine. So if any droids attacked again, EMP. When are you going Disney Sea? The 21st. The day after celebration ends. Liam, good to see you. How's it going? ID 10's down. Didn't think about that one, did you?
Okay. We're surrounded.
Silly Empire.
I think we just won.
Shrew's like, huh?
Oh, hello, Your Highness.
Good work out there, but I'd expect nothing less.
Have you got your
from
tickets yet?
Colonel
Yes, we got them a few weeks ago.
So you've spoken to General Calrissian.
You've done a lot of damage to this alliance.
Oops.
Yes, we have, ma'am. And there's no excuse for it.
Watching you fight today, it's clear you're not just running from the Empire. This means something to you.
Yes, ma'am, it does.
It does.
Where? What do you mean, where? From the Disney website? Obviously.
It's taken us too long to realize that we were fighting for the wrong side. This war is far from over. We would like to help you, if you'll let us.
People like you, the reason hope can prevail. Hope is the reason we're going to win.
Yes, Hope.
Welcome to the New Republic.
Thank you, ma'am.
Batman, donkey. What you on about? Months later. God. There you go.
Senator Organa, it's been a while.
Building a republic is busy work.
So is chasing after an Imperial fleet.
Ha!
It's about to get busier, Commander. I need a favor. One of our generals has gone missing.
Han
I tracked him to
Solo.
Takodana, but he isn't answering his call. I need you to find Han Solo.
Yeah. I actually can't remember too much about the rest of the campaign, I'll be honest. Like, I know there's this mission where you play as Han on Takodana. I know there's like the Battle of Jakku missions. I know there's obviously Resurrection stuff. But yeah, I can't remember too much else.
Hey, Maz. Pour me another Parkellen sling.
Not until you pay for the last one.
One thing I don't like is how quickly the war ended versus
I don't know that
SVC
you're
is for
good
it to
for
end.
anything. Where's my
I mean,
Chewie's working on the Falcon. Long-range communicator took a hit back
I
in
don't.
Omar.
You never bring him around.
I don't mind, like how it was only, you know, because it took a year. Like a year is still quite a long
You
time.
two are up to something. Spit it out. You know our business.
And also, you know, I know it's like a whole galaxy-wide thing, but a lot of the Empire retreated.
I'm meeting an Imperial turncoat. Says he can help us free the Wookiees back on Kashyyyk. You seen him?
Kashyyyk.
I swear, if you bring the Empire to my doorstep,
I'll finish in a
You
minute.
know I always cover my tracks. Come on now. Help me out. Help Chewie.
She likes that Wookiee.
I don't know your man, but it is late, and you may find that this crowd is talkative.
Thanks, Mars.
Thanks, Maz.
We'll take care, Liam. Rate this game out of 10.
You owe me more than that, Han Solo.
I mean, for me, it's
Don't
like a
you
10.
forget
You know, it like in so many ways. I could be here all day talking about it. Sky Strike Academy. I love how that's like a really old dude. Yeah, no, I mean, like the war ending quite soon. Like, I don't mind it too much. I mean, what I'm finding quite strange is how like you've got a literal rebel officer outfit almost.
I didn't get that.
Sound like Sebulba.
I don't understand you.
I wonder if at this point Maz has Luke's lightsaber. I can't remember if they told the story of how she got that. What's up, Paldora?
Parati, good to see you. Listen, pal, I'm looking for a friend named Paldora. You know him?
After you left me stranded during the Zerka job? Not a chance.
Oh dear.
Come on, it all worked
GN,
out.
good to see you.
Must have, 'cause
I'm
here you are.
doing very well, thank you. How about
Back
yourself?
off.
Can't
Fuck
shoot
with
anyone,
Paldora
Brian.
on your
No.
own. You two can talk about your stupid beards.
So he's a bearded guy. Got it.
Right, yeah. It did sort of go on longer, yeah, because you had all of these Imperial warlords in the Outer Rim and this and that. So that kind of like helped extend it, but the war in general was a year. But I mean, the thing is, you'd have the entire Rebel fleet looking for them, you know, hunting them down, fighting them off. Yeah, a lot of people would have fled to the unknown regions, which meant that, you know, in preparation for the creation of the First Order as well. So, yeah.
Must be confusing me with that insufferable man upstairs.
My mistake.
My mistake. Gotta go, Loggy. No worries, dude. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. That's good to hear. The new badges looking good. Yes, they are. Yeah, SV did an incredible job with the badges, the emotes. It's crazy to think the emotes came to the channel. Like most of them a good like 8-9 months ago. Yeah, that's. Well, I know that's Pandora. I have to speak to someone else first then. Yeah, it's kind of nuts how long ago it's been for that already. But
You know, you look just like a friend of mine, name of Aldora.
You think I look like that idiot drinking Marinzane Gold?
He can afford to drink Marinzane Gold?
Must be nice, right?
Must be very nice. Marinzane Gold.
Don't forget my order, please. Another Marinzane.
Another one? My god. Brienne, good to see you. How's it going? Is Celebration here? Not yet, no. Celebration is in 2 weeks.
It is a pleasure to
Well, actually, it's
finally meet you.
Shh, you want to keep it down?
3 weeks. But I go to Japan in 2 weeks almost, so... yeah, very close.
Come on, we need to get you out of here.
Off we go then.
Right, before I go further, I'll go over the Star Wars celebrations and when they were, because who was it? Sorry, Esther, I've just seen your comment about people complaining about the Acolyte stuff. Yeah, it was really dumb. It was just hidden because of moderation. Lol. Oh yeah, Cool Kid, I think it was, wasn't it? That said about celebrations like not being annually and that it was slowing down. Right, yeah, no. So Celebration so in terms of the latest ones, right, we've obviously got Japan in a couple of weeks. Previous one was London 2 years ago. The one before that was only 11 months prior, which was Celebration Anaheim, but that was originally due to be 2020, but COVID pushed it back to 2022. Before that, it was Chicago 2019. So it was supposed to be Chicago a year later, Anaheim, and so on. But so sometimes they can be annual. To be fair, there was Celebration Orlando 2017. There was Celebration Europe in London in 2016, 2015 again for Celebration. So yeah, there was like a time where it was 3 years in a row. Then they took a year off, came back, and it was supposed to be the following year and stuff. But then before that, like the first Celebration was 1999, then it was 2002, then 2005. So they just announced all the prequels, or like promoted all the prequels. Then it was 2007, where they did 2 celebrations that year, actually. There was Celebration in May in Los Angeles, and then they did Celebration in July in London. Celebration Japan in 2008, so that was the following year. And they did Celebration in 2010, then 2012, Celebration Europe 2 in Germany, which was the first event under Disney, then 2015, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2022, 23, and now 25. So, yeah, there are times where there's like small periods where they're annual, but other times, most of the time, they're not annually. So, yeah.
I have the information.
That's good. Yes, I mean they could very well do another Celebration next year, especially if it's in like America maybe. But I'm hoping they don't do it next year, so that I can ideally afford it better.
What about your Kashyyyk
But we'll see.
intelligence?
It's in a separate location. Trust me, I have every.
Under a month until Revenge of the Sith in cinema. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Tell me how you
Definitely
learn
got to
all
go
this
see
stuff.
that at some point. That would be pretty cool. There will be Celebration next year. Well, we don't know that. We don't know that. Uh-oh.
I assume this is your fault?
Usually is.
What's my #1 rule, Solo?
No fighting.
Uh-oh. Lock the doors. Do you have the Star Wars mobile app? Seems decent. I actually used to, but I don't now. The main Star Wars mobile app, if it's still being serviced, is basically just the website, I think. I actually can't remember.
Stay quiet. We gotta take him out.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, there's like loads around. Whew, he went flying. God damn. Han Solo was unlucky on Takodana. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Badges were fun to make. I'm glad to hear that, my dude. Yeah, I can't say there'll be any more for a while. There might be like, I don't really know. I mean, the thing is, now that I've done, you know, we've got the 3 clones, the 3 Empire, the 3 First Order. If they don't do, well, it kind of it's one of those things. Like it kind of depends on what they do next, because.
Great.
Well, any content prior, then I'm dead again. Any content prior to, you know, the First Order clones, whatever. It's like I could get badges for them and just like push the badges up, but I almost like I don't necessarily want to do that because it'd be one of those things of like, you know, if you've been a member for, like, well, if you're a new member, then you get the Phase 1 Clone Trooper badge, but then if I did like things around like the Nile or something else, then like Nile helmets, like split screen themed, would be pretty fun actually, but I'd want them to be at the beginning since that's the timeline. God, I am doing terribly here. Because it would be like the timeline, or like, yeah, if they bring out Old Republic content, then it's like I'd want to do Old Republic stuff. But because it would push things upwards, then yeah. But that's you know, depending on if YouTube continues to add new badges, because for a long time the 2-year badge was the only one they had. Like it was the last one.
You're exactly the kind of men I need in the 501st.
Jesus Christ, 64 months for GN. That's crazy. So yeah, it's like this is why I should never play and talk so much about something at the same time. I am so bad at it. I get so confused with my words. What was I saying? Yeah, so it took them a long time for them to be able, like, for them to start actually adding, like, New Year's into the channel members and stuff. So they've also got to 60 months now, so 5 years. But I don't know if
nothing here.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll like add more in the future. Data disk.
Got it.
The intelligence on that data.
It's not a date. It's not a cube, though, my guy. It's a disk. What is Celebration Torbis? It's where people are happy because something happened.
Stored near a lovely shrine just through the forest.
Onward to the
You must
forest.
have good intel if they're sending this many troopers after you.
The Empire is in worse shape than anyone realizes. They're terrified the Republic will find out. The fleet.
Love that scream.
Imperial officer surrender seeking asylum. Our starfighter numbers are down 3.4%.
That's all great, but what about Kashyyyk? Are you sure your information can help the Wookiees?
It will get you on the planet. But what does the Republic plan to do?
Not much, but me and Chewie will shut down those labor camps alone if we have to.
Thing is, this plays into the Aftermath books as well, which are really cool. Which I haven't read. I haven't read them, but I know they do. So, yeah. Like this whole campaign ties into so many different things. But yeah, I mean it's one of those things where if you know, it's like if they add another couple of years onto the channel member badges, what is he doing? Wowee. Then
I'll find it.
Sorry. Yeah, if they add a couple more years on to things, then I'll consider pushing things upwards and maybe going further like back in time, or like adding Mandalorians and things like that. But it also depends on, like, you know, when the new like films come out that are set after Episode 9. So if they introduce a new faction that yeah, if they introduce a new faction that has like sort of armored troops or cool looking troops or whatever, then like you know, I can have a think about adding them on or something, you know. Oh boy.
That should help get you onto the Wookiee planet. To your famous Falcon.
The Falcon.
You know the Falcon.
Who doesn't? Got a lot of stats, my dude. I am a fan of stealth, to be fair. It's just on this mission you can't really go very stealthy. Mr. Alec DeLorean. If this was Star Wars Outlaws, I wouldn't mind a bit of stealth. I do like to mix it up. I wanted to go stealth in the Vardos mission, but it was also very hard to, because I ran into a crowd and they saw me. Ah, of course. But there we go. There we go. At least I got through that bit. Right, let's go.
Get down.
Need to play Outlaws. Have you actually, like... Oh, God. Have you not played it at all, SV? Or have you just played it but not finished it?
That should help get you onto the Wookiee planet. Now, to your famous Falcon.
You know the Falcon.
On average, I'd say 2.2 of every 300 Imperials knows the Millennium Falcon.
See ya, dudes. Nope, haven't bought it yet. Oh, wow. Fair enough. Do you think I should get a PC or laptop? PC. I mean, it depends on what you need. Like, do you want to be able to take... Because the great thing about a laptop is, obviously, it's movability. You know, the fact that you can actually go to different locations easily with it. You know... Oh, my God. Like, that's a really useful thing with a laptop, but a PC is definitely the way to go. If you just want to leave it at home and stuff, then get a PC. Chewie!
Get the Falcon ready. We gotta get out of here quick.
Can Stormtroopers see you now once you enter the brush in Outlaws? If they've not spotted you before, then no, they shouldn't be able to. I don't know if that was an issue. Was that like some kind of problem with the game though? I personally never really had a problem with it. Seeing the blaster burn on like Stormtrooper helmets is so satisfying. I've also started playing Tales from the Galaxy's Edge again, the Star Wars, like the sequel trilogy VR game. You're actually the Falcon in that, because you're on like a cargo ship, and you get to Batu, and the Falcon then goes in and lands. Pretty cool. It's all about timing.
Maybe today's not so bad after all.
General Solo, this is
Hyde and Versio. Inferno Squad is here to help.
I love how he's still called Inferno Squad.
You do, General. Senator Organa sent us.
I take it back, Chewie. This is the worst day imaginable.
You're clear on the ground, but we got bad guys in ties on the way.
Bad guys in ties, I like it.
Just once it would be nice if they
Well,
didn't put up a fight.
taking it while traveling would be
Where's the
nice.
fun in that, General?
But I'd also like high performance. Well, you can get high performance laptops. Like my laptop's like high performance laptop, but yeah, I mean, like the first thing I ever got was a gaming laptop rather than a PC. But that's because I needed it for like college and university, so I could take it home and all that, and take it around the place. And you know, I travelled around quite a lot around the last few years. So yeah. The other side of this lake as well is a Jedi Temple. Somewhere around here. I'm pretty sure. There used to be one anyway, because that's obviously the castle, but yeah. Let's destroy this thing, shall we? I don't have it, but I've seen a plethora of videos really proving how bad the enemy air is with footage. Back up those claims. Well, I don't think stormtroopers can see you whilst you're in the bushes. Like that's the kind of the whole point with the stealth element. Like it sort of shadows you, and then you know, it hides you from being spotted. If you've been spot already and cause issues, then yeah, you're obviously going to get spotted if you're in there. The main problem people have with Outlaws AI is it's not so much the AI itself. I think a lot of the time it's like the melee takedowns are a bit strange looking. Yeah.
But its hyperdrive fails 1.22 times more often than the 2400 model. Chewie, get him out of my cockpit. No, wait, I'll behave.
You're down.
I see a tie near the castle. Del, take him out.
Take him out.
I'm on it.
Get him. Lovely.
Shriv, enemy on your rear. Take him down, please.
I see him. Firing. You're clear.
Oh wait, yeah, it's not an auto turret. It's
One less fighter to worry about.
3 of them left.
That did the
Oh,
trick.
no. I think it's 3 now. Got him.
One more time.
Oh, looks like
Nice shot.
no, still 3 more. The heck? They just keep coming out of nowhere.
I'll take him out. That's one more time. Turn to dust. Nice shot.
Got him. There we go. Where is Ben Solo? Not born yet. Ben Solo was conceived following the Battle of Jakku, as far as I'm aware.
Actually, I've got something else in mind.
Yeah.
Chewie's sending the coordinates now.
Roger that. See you there.
My example was bad, but still some stuff was pretty goofy. Yeah, I mean it's not the cleanest of games in that area, I will admit, but
Don't worry.
if you can look past it, it's not really a major
Can't get
problem.
rid of us that easily. She's all yours, Commander.
Telling you, Del, whatever you did with his droid, it's not right. I just fixed it. You can't blame me if it likes you now.
Inferno Squad. Shriv, I haven't seen you since Lando volunteered you for this. How you been?
Wonderful, Senator.
What's on your mind, Commander?
According to Peldor's intel, my father
Bespin, I forgot about that mission.
I'd like your permission to find him and capture him.
You don't report to me, Ida.
Fleet Command might not approve us undertaking such a personal mission.
Ah, well, we can't have an Imperial Admiral out there reinforcing the fleet, can we? I'd appreciate you bringing him in, Commander.
Yes, ma'am.
And may the Force be with you.
Hell yeah. Very nice. Lisbon.
They've got searchlights all over the city.
Hask will be in the Overseer's Tower on Chinook Station.
Chinook
Better
Station.
stick to the clouds so they don't spot us.
Follow Del. Okay.
According to Paldora's
Look at
intel,
these
my father's been
beasts.
refueling his fleet at Chinook Station for months. Our old friend Hask is overseeing the operation. If we can capture him and shut down the station, we'll strike a solid blow to the Empire.
Not to mention, Hask could be the key to finally tracking down the Admiral.
If we're lucky.
These creatures are
There's always more to it than luck.
very creepy, I'll be honest.
Wow, take a look at all these
Beldons, there you go.
I think it's cute you study a planet's wildlife before we visit.
Ah.
Hey, if they make the Tabana gas the Empire needs, the Beldons are mission critical.
Take out the Beldons.
If you say so.
There you go, that's what I say.
You know, if we find
I'd so do something like that as well, though, I'll be honest. Like, I would definitely... If I'm going to a new planet, I'd research, like, the animals and things that are part of it. So I know what I'm dealing with, you know.
Don't doubt that.
Yeah, yeah, space jellyfish is probably a good way to describe these. I think these are the ones that like generate the Tabana gas. So they create the Tabana gas, and then the like Bespin mining colony will like refine it and so on. Lothal.
You've been to those places.
Yeah, as a soldier, I want to see them when they're free.
See, I find that really interesting.
That actually sounds really nice.
Because, yeah, Aiden says Del's been to Lothal and My Capo. No idea what My Capo is, but Lothal obviously the biggest planet in Star Wars Rebels. And he's been there. But, like, Del Meeko, before Inferno Squad, was a shore trooper on Scarif. So, it's like, did Inferno Squad go to Lothal? If so, why? Like, when? Was Del Meeko there before Scarif? Like, yeah, it's really interesting, actually. I'd love to know more about that sort of stuff. You'd assume it's only natural to get a brief rundown of the flora and fauna on the planet you're going to. Yeah, 100%. Dancing Reaper, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Steel bends, wills break, but legends endure. Welcome back. Thank you, my dude. Yeah, I mean, I came back properly last week. I would say. I've been really enjoying making videos again, to be honest. It's been really fun. Obviously, it's a shame that I won't be making much Hunters content anymore. But, you know, there are a couple of other games now that are being... yeah, a couple other games in development now have been announced and will be revealed very soon. So, yeah. A lot of exciting things to come. Oh yeah, blaster turret. There's quite a few of them. Ah, crap. That's annoying. Oh, that's really sucky. Keep your head down, mate. I'm just... I probably should now. Oh, man. Officer ahead. You mean headshot? Bang, bang, bang!
All clear. Let's get to that lift.
Very good. Let's pick up the turret.
Getting to Hask won't be easy.
Could you mean probably do Battlefront 2 mod videos? I definitely could, and yeah, like I said, I was thinking about doing that, like making mod videos a bit of like a main focus of content on the channel, but yeah, it's just like with the Bit Reactor game coming out, with Beyond Victory, the mixed reality experience happening as well, those two are going to be my main focus. What is that crosshair? It feels like it's missing the second vertical line in the top of the middle dot. It's actually quite common to have crosshairs like that I think, with snipers.
We'll meet you at the tower. Until then, you stay out of sight.
But it's because it's a sniper that's why it's doing that.
Don't just stand there, soldier. Let's get a move on.
Yeah, so it's like content I'm going to be making, like when I get back from Japan. I mean, like, look, I might be able to do some whilst I'm in Japan, but mostly when I get back, it's like I'll do probably a few videos on the Star Wars Hunters final content update. A couple, starting in early May, there's potentially a Fortnite Star Wars mini-season, so I'll probably do a few videos on that early on, but mostly streams for it. The final Star Wars Outlaws DLC is going to be releasing as well, so I'll probably do some videos on that. Mostly just, you know, news update for when that's actually releasing. And anything interesting. I mean, if it adds anything interesting in a big way, then that might have some decent content to make, but I have my doubts. I imagine it's, you know, just a few more hours of story. So I'll just play that in my own time and, you know, probably do a review video for it. So there's that. Beyond Victory, I'll make a video about that.
Can you even imagine sitting in that cockpit?
So cool. Yeah, I'll make a video about my thoughts on Beyond Victory when I get back from Japan as well, since that's a playable experience there. Any information that comes out on that, I'll do content for it. And then, yeah, bit reactor. The bit reactor strategy game is going to be my main thing. Yeah, that's going to be my main focus. So I'll probably be doing like 2 videos a week on that initially, like speculation on content and all these other things. So
Just marveling at the might of the Empire, sir. Rebels don't stand a chance.
Copy that.
Damn right. Was the E11D blaster auto carbine still used during the First Order? Not the E11D, no. I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, by some people, I mean, it might have been by some people, but not commonly.
Where is everyone?
Did you really think it would be so easy?
Hask.
We picked up the corpus the second it slipped through the blockade. If it were up to me, I'd deal with you personally. But I have responsibilities now. And taking care of you is no longer one of them.
Hey Phil, good to see you. How's it going? Have you seen the game called Mind's Eye? I've seen a couple things. But I've not looked into it. I just know it's a thing. Yeah, I'll do a vlog of Star Wars Celebration. I'm not gonna like do anything too crazy. Like I won't vlog all day, every day, and so on. It's probably yeah, it'll probably be like I'll do a bit of a vlog of like the journey of like 2 celebrations. So it'll be like, oh, I'm, you know, that typical thing of like just leaving home sort of thing. The long trip begins because like the flight itself is 14 hours to Japan, and then yeah, so it's 14-hour flight, but I've got to be at the airport like 2 hours early just to get ready. It's going to take 2 hours to get to the airport. It's going to be a bit mad, really.
Now what?
Hask was just one
So,
part of the mission.
You still want to take out the fueling?
yeah,
How do you plan to do that?
We're gonna need ships.
we're going to need ships. Ooh, detonate charge. I like that. Is that like properly throwable though, or?
Droid, is there anything closer we can use?
Do I change weapon? No, I'll stick with the sniper. Why not? Any replicas you'd love to collect? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the Black Series figures, the Funkos. Yeah, like those two things. There's a lot in there, so I'm pretty happy with. That was very close. So I'm happy doing all that. You know, like some of the Hot Toys collectibles, like they are insane, but they're obviously just very expensive. But I'd like to get a few of them at some point. Oh crap. The Black Series, like Force FX lightsabers as well. Actually, I like a lot of. I've got the Darth Vader one. Potentially more on the way. Who knows? Yeah. I put the shield up, man. Yeah, I like to get more of them. But yeah, find the Battlefront 2 story mode very interesting. Very interesting. How?
Now what?
Hask was just one part of the mission.
You still want to take out the fuel?
You're gonna add one new lightsaber color to Star Wars lore. What would it be and what would it represent? I'm not too worried about what it would represent because I think the whole lightsaber color representation's lost. It feels to me like they've lost all meaning. You know, the whole, because you know, I feel like initially there was this whole thing of like, oh, blue lightsabers were sort of the apprentice and the green were the master, and there was that whole thing, right? But that's completely, like, that whole thing is completely obsolete now. In terms of like an actual color I'd like though, are you serious? That was like right on them. I don't really know. I mean, like, red, blue, and green are like my favorite. You know, if I was to have favorite, I mean, red's my favorite color overall. But like, you know, green and blue were also favorite colors in the past. We've. Oh wow, that got lost. I should not rush, and I'm gonna get rid of the sniper. Unfortunately, as fun as it is. Add a clear color. Imagine, yeah. I'll use a DH-17. I quite like them.
Now what?
Hask was just one part of the mission.
You still want to take out the fueling?
Because, yeah, I mean,
we're gonna need ships.
You know, there's already purple, there's already pink, blue, green, yellow, orange, white, black with the Darksaber. You know, all of the major colours are already in there. So I don't really feel like there's anything to really go and add. That was close. Boom.
Get a bead on that sniper!
What's it? Hey, yo, what? Do you mean Star Wars Outlaws? Wait, what do you mean about Star Wars Outlaws? Gotta go eat, Dancing Reaper. No worries, dude. Take care. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your food.
Hask was just one part of the mission.
Still want to take out the fueling? How do you plan to do that?
We're gonna need ships.
Under the station. Droid, is there anything closer?
We lost comms with a squad in the tower, so stay alert. Everyone spread out.
Wow, he took a while.
See a heavy. Heavy spotted.
Oh, low again, but my shield is... Shield's holding.
Sniper, heads down.
Oh, wow. We're getting massacred here. I'm dying a lot, I know. And this is only on, like, normal difficulty. I'm struggling. Right, DH-17 maybe isn't the way. Let's go the TL-50 route.
Now what?
Hask was just one part
Yeah, that'll do.
Still want to take out the fueling? How do you plan to do this?
We're gonna need ships.
Is that going to do anything?
Station. Droid, is there anything closer we can use?
We lost comms with a
Hey,
squad in
yo,
the tower.
what?
So stay alert. Everyone spread out.
Whoa. Dude. What on earth?
Shields up, droid.
It's like every single stormtrooper on this in the area was just there already. Oh, hang on. I'm actually struggling here. Wow. Thing is, I looked at the stairwell and there was like no one really there, and then yeah. Why the hell were all those stormtroopers there that quickly though? Like, it makes no sense.
We lost comms with a squad in the tower. So stay alert. Everyone spread out. Commander Hask wants them found.
The X-Wings are on the other side of the station. Droid, is there anything closer we can use?
They got a sniper.
He got a sniper. Oh my lord. Just gonna like hold position here.
Enemy with heavy weapons spotted.
Oh my lord. I put my I put the shield up and then yeah. The thing is I started off with a sniper. Let's see if there's anything star cardy that might help. No. Let's keep on going.
Hask was just one part of the mission.
Still want to take out the fueling?
I'm gonna stop going that way. I'm actually gonna go in this building because it looks like I can.
We lost comms with a squad in the tower. So stay alert. Everyone spread out. Commander Hask wants them found.
Well, the X-Wings are on the other side of the station. Droid, is there anything closer we can use?
And here we are.
Scout walker.
Is that collectible? Please.
Slice this.
Maybe. Dell's just there taking all the shots for me. Appreciate you, Dell. Yes.
Heavy ahead.
Oh wow. How did we not die?
That's all of them. Now let's find that ship.
What about that?
Cloud car?
Ship?
Fine.
Yeah, I think this was the play. Get in here, get the rocket launcher, take out the ATST that way. Because I assume...
TIE fighters ahead.
There it is. Hey, I actually hit it.
Droid, shield.
Last stream I missed an ATST about 4 times with a rocket launcher. It was really embarrassing.
Oh, come on.
Good. Cloud car it is. I love how it's like, imagine getting one of those, and now it's like, yeah, you're getting them. Sorry.
When I said we needed a ship, I should have been more specific.
It has weapons. What more do you want?
Yay, a cloud
For it
car.
not to be a cloud
I like cloud cars, they're very cool.
Fueling platform's dead ahead,
And 3 Star Destroyers.
which we're going to blow up.
You know what? You were right. The cloud car was not a good choice for this.
No. Think about it. All we need to do
Yeah, the campaign's a lot of fun. Like, it's just because it's Battlefront gameplay. Yeah, it's just a bit like mindless shooting at times. But yeah,
Star Destroyers.
That is the craziest thing I've ever
There's a ton of complex mechanics. Perhaps you should optimize them for this specific mission. Honestly, they're not that complex. Yeah.
patched into Imperial comms.
At least it's good for something. Signal 1-2. Adjust approach vector for intercept.
Like, yes, you can change things around and stuff and be a bit more specific to things, but yeah, it's really not that complicated, in my opinion.
That cloud car isn't making a delivery. Take it down, 1-2. All units, form up on my position. Rogue cloud car at .032. Shoot it down. 1-2, stop that ship. We're losing fuel cells. Our fleet needs this Savannah gas. I'm trying, Command.
That was rough.
It's a slippery one.
Good shot.
It is a slippery one. It's a really interesting design, I think, the cloud car. Oh, excellent. I can shoot them from there. Oh, there's a whole other... Beautiful. Oh, nice.
Cannot fire our cannons until fueling complete, or we'll ignite the entire refinery. Stop them!
Stop them!
If we miss and hit the fuel cells, we'll all die. Then don't miss.
Easier said than done, my dude.
That's the last one. Too bad Hask slipped through our fingers.
There we go. Starfighter Assault on Bespin was a missed opportunity. I know, it really was. Well, I think I did crash, but I bounced off it more than anything else, so it wasn't too bad of a problem. Yeah, Brian's been here for a while. He was over on Twitch for a bit of time as well. I think I'm going to make that my last mission for tonight. I'm probably going to stream again tomorrow, though. I think, actually. I'm not sure. I intend to. It just depends on the time, so we'll see.
I've called in some help to guarantee we do. Shriv, you'll be on the ground with General Calrissian. Secure those weapons and call us for escort. No matter what.
Wait, do you actually get to play on Sullust?
Fall into my father's hands.
I feel like, yeah, maybe you do, I guess. Sullust. What a lovely planet. Ah, yes. The abandoned weapons depot. I think the thing is, I'm pretty sure this is basically just a map from Battlefront 1.
Feeling about this. I'd be worried if you
Because there are a few Sullust maps, but like this area specifically just reminds me of the outside of one.
for extraction. Relax. It's one strike team. We'll be fine.
And if it's not?
Blast your way out of it. Huh. It's a shame we didn't get Sullust as a multiplayer map as well then. I feel like there was quite a lot of missed opportunities with the multiplayer for Battlefront at the start. Or even just like early on. But yeah. Right. We'll stop there. What are you going to play when you finish the story mode on Battlefront 2? I will do the story mode for Star Wars Squadrons at that point. So what I'm intending on doing is, whilst the overall Star Wars gaming front's quite quiet, it's like I've already said a few times that the next couple of months are actually going to be quite busy. But that's like video-wise. For streams, like Hunters is pretty much gone, so I'm not really going to play any. I'm not going to really play any Hunters anymore, to be honest. I might do like the odd stream for Tuya and stuff. Yeah. Going to look into more laptops. Have you heard of MSI and ROG? Yeah, ROG's Asus, Republic of Gaming. MSI I've heard of as well. Yeah, both solid options. Yeah. Yeah, so stream-wise it's going to be fairly quiet because there's no game receiving new content for probably quite a while, potentially until the Bit Reactor game. I don't know what they're going to do with that from a like content, post-launch perspective. But yeah, because they could easily just like release it and it's done and that's it. MSI is also from Taiwan. Okay, cool. Didn't know that. Yeah. So we don't know what their content support's going to be like, if any. We don't know if it's going to be single player and multiplayer or just single player. So yeah, I would assume, Roman, to answer your question, it is going to be. I imagine there will be a single player story for sure, but there could be multiplayer as well. I just don't know we don't know what the situation is yet, and we'll find out at Celebration in a couple of weeks, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna do. So yeah, what I was saying is I'm obviously doing Battlefront 2 now. I've probably got about 2 or 3 more streams worth of Battlefront missions, and then it will be on to Star Wars Squadrons, which I think has about 14 missions in. So I'm going to play the campaign on that. And then once I've finished Squadrons, I'm going to play Star Wars Outlaws on stream. And then I'm going to do Jedi Fallen Order and then Jedi Survivor. Because I've streamed Jedi Fallen Order a couple of times, especially pre-launch. Like pre-launch of Survivor, I did like 2 stream playthroughs in a row of that game, which was a bit mad. So yeah, and I might have done like 1 stream of Jedi Survivor, but like again, that was a while ago. I've not actually streamed Star Wars Outlaws at all either, so yeah, I'd very much like to do that basically. So if I can do that before the Bit Reactor game comes out as well, that'd be really good, because I want to keep streaming like 2 to 3 times a week, whilst also producing 3 to 4 videos a week after Celebration. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Let's hope for co-op. Oh, there you go. I might get it, since PC requirements for a strategy game might not be too high. Of course, I'll have to wait for a big Steam sale. Yeah, oh god, that... Let me just turn my camera exposure back up. There we go. That's a bit better whilst that camera's gone. Currently playing some ranked 0 build Battle Royale. Currently dumpster CA... Oh, dumpster camping. Oh, lovely. Nice. I prefer 0 build myself. Yeah, I'm hoping... Like, what I really want from this Bit Reactor strategy game is basically like what they did with Star Wars Battlefront 2, in that there's a campaign that's focused in an area of like an area of time, like how this was, you know, within, like at the end of Return of the Jedi to the Battle of Jakku, and then what? And then like the actual multiplayer is Clone Wars, Galactic Civil War, and sequels. I really want that for the strategy game as well, in that it's a game, like it's single player, like focuses on a specific thing, but then like has Clone Wars, Galactic Civil War, sequel trilogy, or you like they don't even necessarily need to worry too much about that. It's just like have maps that are in like, I mean, because this strategy game, like I don't really know how strategy game like or turn-based tactics multiplayer works, because I've never played them. But you know, if it's a bit chess-like, in that you've got like 4 players per squad, and you're essentially having to move around the map to take each other out, and like the first team to win wins. You know, you know your checkmate sort of position. Then, like even that as a basic rule would be quite fun, I think. And you could have maps inspired by literally any planet in Star Wars, which would be really exciting. But then you could actually have like the characters that you can unlock could be a bit like, well, a bit like Galaxy of Heroes in a way, in that there are like hundreds of Star Wars characters in that game from across the entire franchise. And and you can play them in a squad. So you could have like Darth Revan, Kylo Ren, Darth Vader, Palpatine, and Dooku all in the same like sort of Sith squad. That would be something like that, but in this Bit Reactor game would be really cool. Like if you could have, because I'm not going to show you guys the images now. I probably won't. Like I said, I probably won't make a video on the leaks, but I will. What I will say is one of the images suggests that. So these images that have been like leaked from a couple of years ago. So there's one image in particular that I'm looking at now, which has got like essentially Bo-Katan as like a playable sort of character that you can move around, and then there's a clone trooper with a Magna Guard like electro staff, looking like he's going to fight a Jedi, like just some random Jedi with a green lightsaber. So I don't really know what's going on there really, but it's like actually I've just noticed the Jedi's got like a white circle on their feet, as do like the two Bo-Katans that are in place, so it almost suggests that they are like your characters. So it's like if you could have it so that you've got like a Jedi, a Mandalorian, a clone trooper, and like I don't know, Finn in like a multiplayer squad that you can play around with. I think that would be really fun. Jack, good to see you. How's it going? So glad I caught this live. Well, it is pretty much the end. I'm just sort of like sticking around and chatting for a little bit now that I've done some multiplayer missions. Jedi Wim, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. Also, my camera was black, Phil. It went so dark because my exposure setting was quite low anyway, because otherwise it just gets a bit too like bright, and my light died, as in like my actual light that's like over there. Because I've got this one. I have like a 2-point lighting setup in that I've got a light here that's like just powered by a plug, and then I've got a light there which is plugged into the PC, and it just I think I've used it so much that the battery life on it's not the best anymore. Even though like the last month I'd hardly used it, the fact that it's like gone now already is a bit mad really in 2 hours. But there we go. So if it's like that, we might have a problem with low IQ players, although the amount of children will be limited due to the cost and need for a PC. Well, I mean, it's going to be on PlayStation and Xbox as well, I would have thought. There was some information sort of leaked a while ago of it. Which was saying like its release platforms will be like Steam, Epic Games Store, EA, Xbox, PlayStation. And you're right. Because it's a strategy game, like you might have. I mean, low IQ players seems a bit of like a harsh term. It's not something I'd probably use myself, but I am referring to the Bit Reactor game, Jack. Yes, but there is strategy going to be in. It's a strategy game. There is going to be strategy involved. You're going to have to think about what you're doing, which it won't be to everyone's tastes. Sometimes people like to play games for mindless fun, and that's absolutely fine. No problem with that whatsoever. Personally, I want this game to be challenging though. So, fingers crossed it actually is. I got into a couple months ago, back in January. I actually got into chess quite a lot. I was obsessed with it for a couple of weeks, and I'd be playing on chess.com a few 3-4 games a day for 2 weeks almost, and I really enjoyed it, and I actually might play a game maybe tonight or just soon again because I've not played in a while. But I really enjoy the strategic thinking required for it, and getting a win so satisfying and stuff. And I've never really played a strategy game before. I've played turn-based combat games before, like Dragon Quest IX, for example, on the Nintendo DS. the combat in that is turn-based. Pokemon turn-based gameplay. So I enjoy that side of it, but I've never played much. I've never played anything really where you really have to think about where you're moving, other than chess. And yeah, like I've never played it seriously. I'd never played tournaments and stuff. It's just casual fun, but I do enjoy it a lot. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for with this bit reactor game, is that you have to just really think about it. There's a bit of challenge to it and so on. So we'll see. I'm doing good. Excellent, good stuff. I've been watching your channel for a while. Enjoyed your Star Wars Hunters live streams. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Hunter streams were a lot of fun. I'll definitely do a couple more following Star Wars Celebration to like play the new content and stuff. But yeah. Excuse me, didn't know how to spell it. No, I totally get it. Like it's a good way to put it. It definitely, like, people will struggle. I think they're but it's one of those things. I don't think the game should. The game should have a difficulty setting in that, like, maybe it is a lot easier. Like if people don't want a challenge whatsoever, you should have it so that the hit rate is like always really high, or maybe just like enemy health is lower, so you're not in engagements as much. But I don't know. Like, yeah, it should be inclusive, but it shouldn't, like, the whole game shouldn't like default to that. And I don't think they're going to want to do that either. But we shall see. I definitely think I will enjoy it though. Like, again, not played strategy games before really, but like I'm really excited for the bit reactor one. I was anyway, but then like these leaked images like just gets the hype up so much more. Like it doesn't really show that much off, other than like, because the thing is, a few things are literally just test images, and then there's like two of them are like menu leaks sort of things, but they're just like screenshots from other content with menu overlays on top of it, so it's like nothing crazy. There's like a piece of concept art that shows like an armory, holo table, black market, and special ops, so that's almost making me think of like that could be the single player. The armory's where you upgrade your characters, holo tables like your mission select, black markets where you can like buy upgrades for things, and special ops is like some kind of mission, like special missions stuff maybe. Then you've also got an image where it's like a different main menu, because like all of the menu ones, it says continue, characters, load, options, quit. So that's like, so at that point it doesn't suggest like multiplayer as such there, but I would assume there will be some kind of multiplayer, but we'll see. All I want is for it to have a good multiplayer system, because even if the game is mid, it'll still be fun with friends. Yeah, like playing against friends in a strategy game, I think would be a lot of fun. You want Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005 online on Xbox? Well, there is the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, which is that, but the multiplayer, it's just not very popular, unfortunately. It could have been so popular, but they kind of just like botched it. To be honest, it was really disappointing. Yeah, I was upset with that, to be honest. The one image in particular that is really interesting is that like there's a bunch of, so like it's Bo-Katan as like the player character, and like with her there's like an image of Paz Vizsla and like a white and red astromech droid, which I would imagine are like just preview images, but why I think maybe there could be a chance of like multi-era things going on, I don't really know. But you know, they're up against clone troopers in white, so it's almost like just as the Empire or the Republic are turning into the Empire. It almost seems like it's that side of things, but yeah. Someone did put a link to the article in with the leaked images in my Discord server. So if you did want to have a look at it and you are in the Discord, just go to the Star Wars channel. I think it was Roman that put the link in the chat. So if you do want to see them for yourself, then yeah, they are on Discord. But yeah, like there aren't any like pieces of information that come alongside this. It just shows the images really. But yeah, it's interesting. I think it looks great. I'm like honestly so excited for this now. If you want to see what the gameplay is basically going to be like, though, just look at XCOM 1 and 2, because the gameplay is basically going to probably be the exact same as that, given that the developers, like some of the lead developers and overall creative directors on this game were the creative directors on XCOM. So yeah, I'll have a quick look actually at XCOM 2 multiplayer. I'm assuming there's a video that's come up straight away saying XCOM 2's multiplayer is completely fair and flawless. There you go. Wow. I don't really know yeah, I don't really know what it there is multiplayer. No. XCOM 2 multiplayer. I kind of just want to see like some gameplay from it. Like, you know, is it PvP multiplayer or oh yeah, so he's like moved. So this guy's moved a bunch of players across into positions. Like it's opponent's turn now, so they've got like a minute and a half to make their move. What's going on here then? Opponent's turn. Yeah, and then this multiplayer team's got like a bunch of aliens, and then this video is apparently sponsored as well, and he's like, oh. Oh, here we go. Right, yeah, so they've taken a few turns to move into positions. There looks like some sort of border where they can't get past. Or maybe they can. And then, yeah. It looks like the XCOM 2 multiplayer, I mean, that could just be one of many modes. It's basically like team deathmatch. But because you're like top-down, you know, moving characters and telling them what to do almost, you're not like free running around and things. So, yeah, I think that would be really cool. Just died to a glitch. Hooray, that's rough, man. That is rough. Hear me out. Imagine a Star Wars game like Sea of Thieves, but a multiplayer sandbox shooter where you can do bounty hunter missions. That would be really cool. Yeah, like having an, like, if, you know, it could be on one planet, or maybe have like 2 or 3 planets maybe in a game that's, yeah, basically an open sandbox. That would be so much fun. Like, they could do so much with that. Yeah, and like being a bounty hunter, just being a bounty hunter, like doing, yeah, bounty hunting missions, smuggling, this, that, the other. I think it'd be really cool to do that. And you could also do like raid type missions in that as well. mean, I guess almost Destiny-like in a way, in that like they had quite a few planets, and like I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of a bit sandboxy. You know, but there's also like specific missions and, you know, long raid missions and things like that. Yeah, that would be really cool. Hopefully someday. I mean, the thing is, like, right now we know that there's the Bit Reactor strategy game coming, which we obviously don't know too much about yet. But we could, you know, we get more details in a few weeks. There's the Skylance new media action adventure game coming out at some point as well, which, you know, will be single player. There's Star Wars Eclipse, which is going to be mostly single player, but there are a lot of rumors from a few years ago that there is going to be multiplayer in Star Wars Eclipse, which is very interesting. Really hope that is true, because that would be amazing. Eclipse will come out at some point, but like when it was first revealed, like the game's development hadn't properly started at that point, as far as I'm aware, because that trailer was a CGI trailer created by a third-party studio, not Quantic Dream, and that was more to get people interested in just so people know about the game, but also to get people to actually go and work at Quantic Dream on it, because Quantic Dream had been under a lot of fire, mostly to do with their CEO. So yes, Eclipse will likely come out at some point, but it's still probably a good 2 years away, I would have thought. So, yeah. What merch you want to get at Celebration? Honestly, I don't really know at the moment. Like, I'm going to get some pins. I want to get some Lego, because there's like the Celebration exclusive tile you can get if you spend a certain amount, so I definitely want to get that, because I got the one in London. Yeah, I'll just wait and see what's on sale, to be honest. When are you getting the Celebration tickets? Just at some point during the week, potentially on the 17th. But I don't know. You can do it like the whole week before, so yeah. Our hotel's literally next door as well, so we can kind of just go over at any point, really, I think. When I don't know, like I said, probably on the 17th, but we've not really sorted it yet. So yeah, what games are there? So Bit Reactor game, which I think will be single player and hopefully have multiplayer as well. I just don't. The only thing with that is I don't know how big that. Like, I don't know how big of a multiplayer that's gonna be. I'm hoping, you know, I'd love it to be one of those things that gets content support for like over 2-3 years or something. Because, like, I mean, you know, if it is one of those things that is like almost multi-era multiplayer, where, you know, you can create squads of multiple characters from different eras and things like that, then that game, you know, that game could go on for years and years, which would be amazing if it did. But obviously, we will never know until the reveal when things actually happen. And then, yeah, Skylance new media game will likely be single player only. Jedi 3 will be single player only, I would have thought, given that the other two are. There's also Star Wars Eclipse, yeah, which is mostly going to be single player, could have multiplayer given that there's the rumors for it. And I think they're kind of the only ones that we know about now. There's not a lot. There's obviously Beyond Victory, the new mixed reality game, but that likely won't have multiplayer, I would have thought. It says you can play in like multiple modes, but it's probably like different single player modes, I would have thought. And it's like mixed reality, so I don't really know if they do multiplayer mixed reality stuff, but yeah. I feel like we're in a dark era of Star Wars games. Honestly, like I wouldn't say we are. It's just a bit. It just feels a bit quiet at the moment, really. But it could have easily been like if Star Wars Hunters was still getting content support for like another year or two, like we could have been fine. I mean, Hunters could have easily had content for 5+ years, so easily, but obviously it wasn't making enough money because they didn't market it properly and stuff. You know, we've had these conversations before. Yeah, it's pretty rough. But yeah, love the Acolyte. It's your favourite Star Wars TV show. Nice, Jedi Wim. Very good. I would have thought, given your name's Jedi Wim, it would have been Skeleton Crew, but fair enough, man. Yeah, the Acolyte's great. The Acolyte as like as it was releasing, I enjoyed it anyway, but like rewatching the entire series in like basically one go, it just like changed everything. When is the last time to get the tickets on the 17th? I have no idea. Yeah, check the website. To clarify, will you be doing quick matches at some point? I hear Alec is doing Supremacy tomorrow. Sure, we didn't get Battlefront 2 when it was on sale for around €9. Then again, my PC specs might not be high enough. I probably won't do any multiplayer Battlefront 2 yet. Like I said, I'm gonna finish the Battlefront 2 campaign probably in 2 or 3 streams time. Then I'm going to do Star Wars Squadrons. Then I'm going to do Star Wars Outlaws. Then I'm going to do Jedi Fallen Order. And then I'm going to do Jedi Survivor. So, yeah. They'll probably... like, that could easily take me up until, I would have thought, like, maybe some point in July or August. Because I'll get the Battlefront... So... Battlefront 2, I'll probably finish next week at some point. If I stream tomorrow and twice next week, I'll easily finish Battlefront 2's campaign next week. Star Wars Squadrons, I'll only have like a week before Celebration, so I can do a bit of that, finish it off when I'm back. So I'll start Star Wars Outlaws by probably... then at that point, actually, streams will be... If there is that Star Wars Fortnite mini-season, I will probably be playing that for most of May. So June, probably all of June will be like Star Wars Outlaws. So yeah, it will probably be like end of August I finish all these. But, you know, it depends on when this Bit Reactor game comes out. Because if the Bit Reactor game comes out in, like... you know, it's one of those things. They could so easily release this Bit Reactor game in, like, June, for example. I don't think they will do that. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But yeah, I've got a video coming out on this in a couple of days, but my theory for the Bit Reactor game is reveal in a couple of weeks at Celebration, gameplay showcase at, like, the EA... because they used to have EA Play, but it's just a live stream now, so I imagine they'll do gameplay then, and then they'll probably release it in like October, November time. But we'll see. But yeah, after I've done Jedi Survivor, I probably will... after I've done Jedi Survivor, I'll just see what's going on. Because, yeah. Oh, but I'm also going to do some streams of Star Wars Hunters, actually, as well, after Celebration. So, yeah. There's going to be quite a bit going on. It'd be cool if you did an IRL stream at Star Wars Celebration or just a video about it. Yeah, I'm not going to stream whilst I'm there, but I am going to like vlog it a bit. So I don't have like a swanky camera or anything to vlog Celebration, but I will just like take a bunch of videos on my phone, and then edit them all together in a big like Celebration vlog following the event. So it'll probably be out like a week or two after I get home, I would have thought. And yeah, Torbus is going to be filming a lot, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time with Torbus as well. So yeah, he'll have a bunch of footage that I can share. So yeah, 100% be a shot of him feeding me noodles. Yeah, I can't believe like I literally go to Japan in 2 weeks, and I've made this thing with Torbus, and it's never gone. He's never forgotten about it. Yeah. My God. 2 weeks. Oh God, I feel like I'm so unprepared for Japan. Like, oh bloody hell. Right. Yes. Hand him the microphone a lot, get his thoughts for his video and stuff. Oh, appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I mean, like what I'll most likely be doing is like the vlog. I can kind of see it now is like I've got a lot of people I know going, so it'd be really cool to get, speak to them like in a little video vlog. Like I'll be like Twisted Jedi's going to be there, Sammy Boy's going to be there, Torbus of course, God knows who else, like Uplink, Sage, he's going to be there. So many people. Styles Explained will be there, so it'd be really cool to meet them because I didn't in London. Yeah. Have a wireless microphone, it should be perfect for interviewing. Hell yeah. Nice. But yeah, like any panels I go to, like I'll probably do a quick summary of what I saw, what I thought about it, like somewhat after, or at some point during the day. Yeah. And I'll probably record a few things of like what we're doing and things like that whilst I'm there, because we're going to Disney Sea after Celebration. We're going to the Harry Potter studio tour beforehand, so yeah. Really wanted to go, but I don't even have a passport right now. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the thing is, it's an expensive trip as well, so that's not necessarily the easiest one to pull off at times. I would recommend getting a passport sorted though, because I think the prices are going up soon, like really soon. Because I think at the moment to get a passport it's like £60, but it's going up to like 90 or something, and they last 10 years. So, but I suppose it's one of those things. If you don't need it, you don't need it. I also got a haircut yesterday, and it wasn't that good. Oh no! I'm getting my haircut on next Thursday. That'll be good. I'm sure. It's always reliable. But yeah, right. Oh, I think it's like $500 where I live. Where do you live? That's. I mean, if it's $500 US, holy moly. Told the hairdresser to cut it shorter and showed them a picture of a few months ago, but then I looked like a hedgehog. That's amazing. Fair enough. I mean, it happens. It happens. Yeah. Your views dropped since Star Wars Hunters got cancelled. Don't remind me. I'm aware of the situation, Captain. Yeah, well, look, I mean, the thing is, most of my viewers over the last like couple of years know me for Star Wars Hunters. They follow me for Star Wars Hunters. So when I'm making content on Star Wars Hunters, that's where there's most of the excitement. Most people who watch my streams watch me for Star Wars Hunters, and now that I'm not playing Star Wars Hunters, it does make it difficult for people to want to watch. But I mean, like the last videos, the last few months, the last few weeks even, haven't been doing too bad. I mean, I didn't upload for like nearly 3 weeks, because then I kind of made my return. Yeah, no, that's right. My like full on return to like YouTube was going to be like the day Star Wars Hunters got cancelled was the day I was going to come back to streaming it and like playing it consistently and making videos again and things like that. But then it got cancelled, so I was like, okay, great, well, yeah, Hunters is done. And then the Bit Reactor gate, like that same night, the Bit Reactor panel was revealed to be happening. So yeah, I mean that video about that announcement got 900 views, which is like insane. And then why Hunters failed 1.6. Who are Bit Reactor, which isn't necessarily a big thing, 350 views, which I'm really happy with. The 2 Yetis 500, that's pretty solid. Mixed reality game announcement was my last video. Got 375 currently. So yeah, I mean, like views have dropped at points, but like it's not, crazy, I'd say. Oh, it's 160. Okay, that's not as bad, but still a bit mad. Might go to the next celebration room. Nice. Yeah, that'd be really good. Most likely be in the US. Yeah, I would have thought so. Should be good. Polo, good to see you. How's it going, man? Turn-based game looks good. Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen so far on those leaks, I'm excited for it for sure. Yeah, not long until the reveal. Hunters was the reason I started watching your channel, but you're the reason I still watch. Oh, Jack, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, but no, but this is the thing, right? As a creator, like this whole thing happening with Hunters, like I've been through this already with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like my channel was doing so well around the time that Battlefront 2 got cancelled. Like streams were like 40 people watching, videos were a few hundred. Like to be fair, my videos have been better with Hunters than they were with Battlefront, but streams were like absolutely popping off. And then the game got cancelled, and then everything just kind of went downhill from there. So I've like already sort of been through this phase before, so I kind of like know what I'm doing. I know how to deal with the situation better, but also know how to. I also know what to expect in terms of like just drop off. But I think like with Hunters, because I went so hard on it for so long, streamed with it a lot, and tried to interact with as many of you as possible, really build a community. Because I was able to do that. Hopefully, I don't think the knockoff is going to be as bad, because I have people like yourself, Jack, and others that are sticking around. For me and Star Wars games, not specifically for Hunters, which as a creator is like an amazing feeling. So I appreciate you all very much for sticking around. There's going to be a lot of Star Wars gaming content over the next few years. As always, we've got the Bit Reactor game coming out at some point, hopefully this year. Mixed reality game coming out as well, which should be interesting. Scarf, good to see you as well. How's it going? Other games that will come out that have been announced, other games that haven't been announced yet that will no doubt be announced within the next few years. So I think there's a lot to look forward to. The horizon may seem a bit bleak with the cancellation of Hunters, but should still hopefully be a lot to look forward to. So it's exciting. I am going to call it a day there though. I appreciate you all sticking around with me and whatnot. Have forgotten how to play the campaign mode in Battlefront. It's just the same as the multiplayer, to be fair, Scarf. You just run around and shoot. I think that's I mean, about an hour ago I was playing the Bespin mission and died about 5 times. The mission before that, the Han Solo mission, I died quite a lot as well. Actually, it was not very good. But yeah. Yeah, it's been that long. I mean, it's been a while for me because I've done the first like few missions of the Battlefront 2 campaign. I'm pretty sure I started playing like last year or the year before. But since then, I hadn't played it since near enough launch. So yeah, it's been a long time since I've played the campaign properly. So that's why I want to go through it. Like now that Hunters is stopping content support, and we're in this bit of we're in this dry period right now, waiting for the Bit Reactor game to release. Like it's just a good opportunity now to play through the single player stories that I haven't played in a while. So yeah, I want to do the Battlefront 2 campaign now because it's been a while since I've played it all. Star Wars Squadrons, I haven't played the campaign since launch of that, so 2020. So I want to go and replay that. Jedi Fallen Order I haven't played since about March or April 2023, so a couple of years. Survivor I've not played fully. I've been on Survivor every now and again since its release, but I've not replayed the story since like for a very long time. So I'd like to go and replay that. So yeah, got second place, not bad. No, it's good. Ranked and camping, fair enough. Why not? But yeah, Star Wars Outlaws obviously the most recent thing, but I've not streamed Star Wars Outlaws for you guys, so I want to do that. So that's what I'm going to do after Squadrons. So yeah, hopefully my hair will look better when I'm going to Japan. I mean, you've still got a couple of weeks, so yeah, should be fine, I'm sure. Anyway, thank you guys very much for tuning in today. I appreciate it. I might stream again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet, though, if I do. So, yeah. Still play Battlefront from time to time on split stream with friends. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Yeah. Right. Have a lovely rest of your day, guys. I will hopefully see some of you tomorrow if I do stream. I'll let you know on Discord if or what I'm doing and when. But that is it for now. Thank you very much for watching. May the Force be with you always.